So, did you know that there are 7 base constants from which the SI units, the 7 base units, are derived? I am Anuj, and let's rediscover SI units. Okay, so before jumping into SI units, the base units, there are two important things. One is the base definitions, or the definitions of the SI as they call it, and the hertz. Okay, we had to talk about both of them before diving into the base units and how they are defined. Okay, so let's talk about the base constants or the definitions of the SI. So if you take a look at the constants, the first one you see here is del VCS, or I think it's not V, it's a mu, the Greek letter, which represents the frequency. And here we represent the frequency of the light emitted from the cesium atom with mass number 133 from its valence electron when it makes a transition. Alright, so if you take this del VCS, it's defined as 9,192,631,770 hertz. Alright, so what you are witnessing here is actually giving a mathematical quantity to a physical phenomena. Alright, so this is a fundamental relationship between a physical phenomena, that is the frequency of the cesium atom, and the mathematical value, this 9 billion plus value. Alright, so this constant here is the bridge between mathematics and physics, or something like that. You can think of it like that. Yeah. So similarly, we have the speed of light in vacuum, which is taken as 299,792,458 meters per second. And same way we have Planck's constant, elementary charge, Boltzmann constant, Avogadro constant, and luminous efficacy. Alright, so now that we have an idea about all these constants, we had to define the hertz. Yeah, so hertz, it's an interesting unit. Alright, so it doesn't need very much of a definition to begin with. Let's say I am playing ping pong. Alright, the number of times I hit the ball in a second, I can simply put a hertz next to it, because that gives me the frequency of me pinging the ball. Yeah, same way, a table tennis guy, the number of times a person hits the ball in the table tennis in a second. Alright, now that gives the frequency of his playing. Yeah, so same way you can attach hertz to almost anything, any number of things that is being repeated itself again and again and again in a second, then you can add hertz next to it. So here in this context of light, what we are gonna use is the number of wavelengths. Yeah, we are gonna count the number of wavelengths the light travels in a second. So light is traveling, right? It moves at this value of c, right? So this distance can be calculated in terms of its wavelength, right? So if the number of wavelengths you can fit in this distance, which is traveled by the light in a second, yeah, so that gives us the frequency, the number of wavelengths in a second. It's a frequency, and you can add hertz to it. Yeah. Alright, so now that we have an idea of both the definitions of the SI and the unit hertz, let's quickly jump into the SI base units, which you can read more about it in the link in the description below.